feel a bit nervous. I don't know why.
Hi guys, and welcome back to Clearview Driving. My name is Amin, and today I am doing a mock test with an experienced driver, Stephen.
Hi.
Welcome to the channel.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so how long have you held a license for then, would you say?
15 years.
About 15 years.
About
Now,
15 years.
have you been driving manual all that time?
So my first 11 years I've been driving manual,
Yeah.
and then I switched over to automatic.
Okay, so you haven't driven manual in a little while then?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
No.
Alright, so did your partner set you up for this, or this is just something that you wanted to do?
No, this is just something I just tried my luck on and
Okay.
messaged you, and then you got back to me.
Okay, so we haven't actually had a pass on this channel for quite some time. Yeah.
Okay, that's a lot of pressure.
So good luck.
Okay.
Let's see how an experienced driver gets on. Honestly, yeah, haven't had a pass for a while, so I'm hoping for a pass.
Okay. I'll try my best.
So do you know how this is going to be conducted? Are you familiar with the sort of the long form content I do on my channel?
I am,
Okay.
but I haven't done the new format.
Okay. So the rule is you're going to just be driving about 38 to 40 minutes in total. Throughout the drive, I want you to follow the road ahead. I am going to give you a few signs to follow for your independent drive. We're going to carry out one maneuver. We may also carry out the emergency stop, similar to everything you were practicing when you were a learner. In order to pass, you just need to demonstrate you can do everything safely.
Okay.
And that's that.
Cool.
Okay, so before we start driving, a quick question about your vehicle. Could you tell me, how would you check that your brake lights are working?
So I would park. I'll be parked up. If someone's in the car with me, then I'll press on the brake and get them to go outside and check the lights are coming on.
Okay.
Or I'll use some sort of reflection, maybe in another car.
Okay, sounds good. Alright, for anyone that is new to watching these videos, don't forget to like the video, comment down below, let us know what you thought of today's drive, and we're going to get straight into this. And subscribe if you're new as well. I'm ready whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
So, good luck.
Thank you.
And drive off, please. Yeah, there you go. You have to put the clutch down to start.
Okay, sorry.
It's alright.
That's a little
No harm
embarrassing.
done.
Sorry. It's just going straight, right?
Yeah, and I'd like you to make a right turn at the end, please.
I feel a bit nervous. I don't know why.
It's normal when it comes to tests. Plus the cameras don't help.
I've never done one of these before.
As we're rolling to a stop, Stephen puts the clutch down, takes the gear lever into neutral and continues braking until the point he wishes to stop. Now doing this will disconnect the engine from the tyres and this may make you gain momentum. Now Stephen does control this really well, but as a new driver you always want to start with the brake so that you have the engine brake and the foot brake working together so you have more control over the speed of the car.
That's my rust of not driving manual.
At the traffic lights, turn left, please. Now if you could pull in and park up on the left hand side, don't worry about the single yellow line on this occasion, and don't worry about the driveways either, just up there where the yellow sign is around, that'll be fine. That's great there, thank you. Alright Stephen, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to get you to follow some signs for a little while. So this bit will be the part of your independent drive. As we're driving down this road, I want you to follow signs towards the A4 Heathrow.
A4 Heathrow?
Yes, please.
Okay. Follow signs for A4 Heathrow?
Yes, please. Yeah. If you forget, you can ask.
Okay.
And as we're driving down, you'll see the signs.
Okay.
Ahead of us we've got a bit of an unusual junction. On the left hand side we're going to get a warning sign warning us that there's a giveaway junction in 100 yards. Be really mindful when you see this sign. The reason they've put this sign here is because the giveaway junction comes up quite suddenly and you may not expect it to be there as the road just looks like a bend. So as we're going forward you'll see a giveaway triangle and a giveaway line. Stephen does well to slow down at this point and looks all around to continue through. So we're actually giving way to traffic approaching from the left hand side where the no entry is. So the sign's coming up shortly.
You set me up with that question, didn't you?
How do you mean?
I haven't had a pass in a while.
Oh no, I didn't mean to at all. I was just genuinely thinking.
I'll try my best. I'll try my best.
No, I didn't mean to put the pressure on by saying that.
Okay. Oh, I came into this wanting to pass anyway, so.
As we're going round this roundabout, the next set of traffic lights start changing to red as we're approaching. At first Stephen was about to stop, but then he makes a decision to continue through. The van behind us also continues through at those lights. Now at this point it was actually safer to continue through than to try and stop for these traffic lights. We're just going to continue following signs to the A4. The signboard overhead tells us that the left-hand lane is going towards the A4 as it's a green background, and the other two lanes are going towards the M4 and it's a blue background. You can also see this with the road marking. Alright, so we're now going to be following signs to the A316 towards Chiswick. I suggest you stay towards the right to start. So A316 Chiswick.
A316.
Yeah. A315. A315. Sorry.
A315.
Yeah, it's the fourth exit. You can see it on the next one a bit better.
Oh, is it? Okay. I think I rely on Google Maps a lot as well.
I think that's a lot of new drivers, as in a lot of drivers now generally.
Yeah. So
Back in the day, people used to get around without a map.
yeah.
Or get the A to Z out. As we're going around this roundabout, there is a van broken down in the rightmost lane. Stephen deals with this really well by checking his mirrors throughout as he's moving his position to get around the van and then to get back into his lane. That was quite the place for the van to break down.
Facing a lot of situations which I never really do.
Alright, thank you. That'll be the end of the independent drive. We'll give you directions as normal. As you can see there, Stephen used his hand as a signal to indicate to the vehicle in front that he's giving them way. Now this can be very harmless, but you want to be really careful with this because essentially you're inviting the traffic into the road saying that it's safe. Now we could have easily had a motorbike approaching from the right. You want to be mindful of how that signal could be interpreted. It's better just to slow down and the vehicle in front can then make their own decision. I'd like you to take the next road on your right, please.
Literally that one.
Yeah, that's the one, yeah. Turn left, please. Take the next road on your right. It's just behind that where that car's just come out of. Actually, it's turning right. As we're approaching a junction to make a turn, always be mindful of pedestrians. Now this pedestrian on the right hand side was not looking into the road and he was simply walking straight out. The only reason this did not go down as a serious fault was with the timing of how this worked out for us. So you want to be really mindful. If you notice a pedestrian like this, just be prepared to give way.
Pedestrian then found me.
Why? What happened with the pedestrian?
It's clearly my right of way, right? Because he's the one that should be waiting to cross.
But he wasn't looking, was he?
No, because he stepped onto the road and then moved backwards. But had he got in my way, I was on my brakes, I think.
Now, if you could just pull in just after this van, don't worry about the driveway. It's just in that space there. Would be great. That would be right there. Thank you. That's great. All right, Stephen. What I'd like you to do now, using this vehicle in front, I'd like you to demonstrate how you would carry out the parallel park exercise. So start in the road next to this vehicle, then reverse back to where we are, and finish within 2 car lengths. We do have a driveway here. Don't worry if you're in front of the drive by the end, but just don't go on the pavement. But park within 2 car lengths from that car.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. And drive off when you're ready. And turn right from here. At the end of the road, turn right please. So we're no longer following any signs. I'll give you directions as normal. I think I forgot to say that earlier. And left at the roundabout, first exit. And turn right please. I can't tell. Oh, there they are. Sorry, I was trying to figure it out for ages myself.
What are you gonna do when we have to change to electric?
Well, for me, the online side's there anyway, so I would move to teaching electric cars, really. I don't know, I'm not feeling the idea of an electric car generally.
I don't feel like we're ready for it yet either. And electric cars in general, because you have to charge them like their mileage is not very far. You're gonna have to charge them quite often, isn't it?
Let's make a left turn at the end. Just ahead of us there is a gateway sign saying that speed limit is now changing to 30. So anything beyond this point is now 30 miles per hour whether we turn left or right. Once on the new road, Stephen does drive a bit too slow because he thought the speed limit was still 20. As we're not actually too far away from the traffic in front and nobody was behind, this does not go down as a serious fault, but he does get a minor fault for this.
Do you prefer daytime driving or nighttime driving?
Daytime driving without traffic and nighttime driving because nobody's on the road anyways. So we're going to be keeping right as we're going forward from here, okay? So keeping right. Safe to do so, I'd like you to demonstrate how you would switch on the front demister. That's fine then, thank you. Okay, now we're going to be taking the next road on your left. It's just after where that grey car's come in. So when you're travelling at speeds of 40 miles per hour and then you need to turn into a side road, run through your sequence, mirrors, signal, then start braking until your speed is below 25, get the clutch down, pop it into second gear and slowly bring the clutch up whilst braking and you'll be able to control the speed straight away. Stephen does this really well. Okay, so that's the end of your test, and I'm pleased to tell you you've passed.
Yes, go on. We got it.
Yeah,
we got
you
it.
did.
I really thought I failed, you know.
Where at?
With the pedestrian.
That was my only...
That was very close.
That was the only one that I was like, oh.
And then there was, when we was on the roundabout to Heathrow.
Yeah.
The
traffic light?
The traffic light. I had a little, like, hesitation there.
Yeah.
I was like, am I supposed to go or not? And then I was on amber, so I was like, let me just go.
With where you were, I was thinking, oh, you're going to stop, because it felt like you were about to. But you went through, and I thought, okay. But then, if you notice the vehicle behind us, the van, he went through, he was speeding through it. So it was actually better that we went through that, because of how the van was behind us and how close he was tailing. So yeah, so overall, really nice drive. You went over speed a few times.
Yes, that as well. I quickly noticed that I was speeding a little bit at the beginning.
Yeah, at the beginning, on 2 separate occasions you went over, but you realised straight away, you got that down.
Yeah.
The traffic light on that roundabout, like you said. Then the other roundabout where the van was broken down, you dealt with it really nicely. Lots of really nice mirror checks, really aware of your surroundings, good use of signals and everything, really nice. Just as we were coming off that roundabout, it goes back into a 20 in the vehicle behind. I know he was kind of pushing you a little bit. It took you a second or two to kind of bring that speed back down, just because of how the vehicle behind was. But overall, really nice. That pedestrian, that was the only time that I was like, I'm not liking this.
Yeah.
So
I think I was too focused on the oncoming car.
Yeah.
And then I just forgot to, like...
With that pedestrian, it wasn't ideal what happened, but he did look into the road and he kind of paused. But we should have had a slower approach because you could see he wasn't looking.
Okay.
And around London, how
Yeah.
often are pedestrians distracted?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very distracted.
that's it. So we just got to be really mindful. So guys, when it comes to pedestrians at junctions, take care. Yeah, because you were driving with the momentum that we're approaching and kind of the way we came up to that, it kind of worked out for you. But with learners, usually they'll have a slower approach, and yeah, it would have been easier to manage had we been that little bit slower. Parallel park, really can't fault you. Really nice observation throughout. You remember to kind of you started moving back slightly without checking your right. You were looking on the left, and then you kind of looked all the way across back throughout. Really nice control, no concerns at all. Really nicely done. Dealing with the emergency vehicle really nicely with the fire truck that turned up. Width restriction nice. Oh, okay. There was one bit where you were a bit slow. You know when you asked me, do I prefer driving in traffic in the daytime or night?
Yeah, I think I noticed that. It was a 30 and I was doing a 20.
Yeah.
Because I was too fixated on
The 20 zone.
the 20 zone before.
Yeah, so that bit was 20. So that bit was 30, you thought it was 20.
Yeah.
You went 20, 22, and then you were hovering around the 20 zone. But thankfully nobody was behind us, so it's not as if we held anyone up. And it wasn't for very long, and then before you know it, you sped up, so well done. The slip road was really nice. Really nicely kind of dealt with that quite confidently, checking and moving over.
Which one?
You know the 40 when you had to join and look over across.
Oh, okay.
The angled
Yeah.
entry. Yeah, no concerns. We did have quite a lot of challenges throughout that drive, but really nice driving.
Thank you.
We
got
got a
that
pass.
pass,
We got
yes.
a pass.
When was the last time you had
I
the
don't
pass?
even
You don't
remember. It's that long ago.
So you was on my side. You was wanting me to pass as well.
I can't say that that's you drove well, and that's how you got the pass, so well done.
Thank you.
So thank you guys for watching today's video. Hopefully you have enjoyed today's video and learned a thing or two. If you have, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, comment down below, let us know what you thought of the drive, and subscribe if you're new, and lastly select the bell icon so that you actually get a notification every time that I upload. So yeah, thank you for watching,
Thank you.
and thank you for taking part, Stephen.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.